Welcome to Giants Baseball here on MLB 15, the show, and welcome back to the San Francisco Giants franchise, where the Giants take on the Astros here at AT&T Park. And beautiful, sunny, partly cloudy today, San Francisco, California, where the Giants are looking to get back on their winning ways as they have roller coastered their way into this series, only winning 3 of their last 10 ball games. So guys need to pick it up and have any shot of not last place in the NL West, but maybe 3rd or 4th, as 2nd to 5th is all tight-knit beside the Dodgers. Dan Straley and Matt Cain would be your pitching matchup on the day. Both come in at 22 starts. Dan Straley 9-9 record, Matt Cain 9-7. So let's get things started with Rusney Castillo, and Matt Cain's going to get him striking out on 3 straight, so 1 quick out, and there's a scouting report on Matt Cain. That 4-seamer would be very important. 1-2 count now to Luis Valbuena, who would, just like Rusney Castillo, strike out for 2 straight strikeouts, and brings up Jose Altuve, the All-Star made to be this year in real life, who's just going to ground out to Brandon Crawford, who throws on the belt. So 3 straight outs, 3 quick outs for Matt Cain. And coming off the 1-hitter last time he played this team, it's maybe a reminiscent feeling for him and for the fans, even though they had to do it in Houston. Let's check out the Giants lineup. Nori Aoki, Angel Pagan, Buster Posey, Hunter Pence, Brandon Belt, Casey McGee, Joe Panik, and Brandon Crawford round out your lineup for today's ball game. On the mound for Houston Astros, the right-hander Dan Straley, 9-9 record, 4.13 ERA in 22 games started. Needs to work on the walks and hits, as he's allowed 51 walks and 131 hits, so that could be a key to his record. And another key could also be this: hitting batters on the first pitch. Gets Nori Aoki right above the ankle. Luckily, Aoki was wearing that guard down there, so he would be okay and move on to first unharmed, just a little bruise. Now the 0-1 count to not Hunter Pence, but to Angel Pagan. Would line it past Chris Carter, and Angel Aoki would have to hold up at second very early, still about 10:30 in the morning over here in Florida. So if I do make mistakes, I'm sorry, but it's very early and I need to get this out. Now Hunter Pence up, and he'll single past Luis Valbuena. So the bases are loaded for Casey McGee, who would come up with a 1-2 count. And Casey McGee would line this to George Springer out in right field. Pagan gonna test Springer, quick release, and somehow Jason Castro did not touch Pagan. So the Giants up 2-0 early on. Let's go top 2. Chris Carter up. 1-2 count, Matt Cain, strikeout, see you later. 4th strikeout of the day for Matt Cain. And there you see NL West standing. San Francisco Giants 21 games out of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and only about 5 or 6 out of 2nd place San Diego Padres and Arizona battling it out. Colby Rasmus up, and he'll take strike 1 on the inside half of the plate. Now the 0-1 count to Colby Rasmus. Matt Cain deals. It's just under the black as it gets called a strike, 0-2. Now the 0-2 count. Can Matt Cain get his 4th strikeout of the day? Sure he can. Colby Rasmus goes down swinging, and there's 2 outs. Now 1-2 count to George Springer. Puts a spring in his step as he strikes out for the 5th strikeout today for Matt Cain, and it's been a good one. Still no hits allowed for the Astros. Here top 4, 1 out, and an 0-1 or a 1-0 count turns it into a 1-1 count now to Luis Valbuena. 1-1 count. He's gonna hit it right to McGee, who makes a nice pick. Throws over to but Brandon Belt over there first, and there's 2 out. So now Jose Altuve will step in. Still no hits allowed for Matt Cain. Very nostalgic feeling so far for the Giants fans. They remember. And Jose Altuve will lay down the bunt. Weak bunt gets a weak performance, and his speed isn't enough to cover the Buster Posey throw. So 4 innings of no-hit baseball. Can we see a gem of a game? Well, in the 5th inning, 2-2 count, still no hits for the Astros. Colby Rasmus, see you later one more time. He would strike out again. Now 2-2 count, George Springer. Sure, you go down 2. We'll put you on the list for the 2nd time today. A lot of repeat strikeouts would help Matt Cain onto a victory in this game. Top 6, 1 on, no out, Jason Castro. Wouldn't take this into the bay, but would take it into the stands. So the Astros are on the board 4-2 now late in the game. But that wouldn't be enough, as Matt Cain would still be in the ballgame. Top 8, 3-2 count to, I believe it is a pinch hitter, so wouldn't get his name, but he would fly out to Hunter Pence. Now 1 on, 1 out, 0-2 count to Marwin Gonzalez, another pinch hitter. He would strike out, add his name to the list. So Rusney Castillo comes up, and Rusney Castillo hits it deep. Hunter Pence looks like he's tracking this, but he misses it in the lights at night. So the runner from first would come all the way around to score on that error, and it would be ruled in error, as the Astros are just 1 run away from tying this ball game. Last chance for them in the 9th inning. Start with Jose Altuve. Hunter Pence, no problem here, catches the ball with ease, as Santiago Castillo will come in looking for yet another save. 1-1 count to Colby Rasmus. No strikeout, but a pop out. Same result, you're out of there, and there's 2 out in the 9th inning. So the Giants 1 out away from the ball game, and they would get it there. Bruce Bochy celebrating, and I believe Colby Rasmus was the 2nd out. So there you, or was the 3rd out. So there you go. Matt Cain gets his player of the game. 7 1/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, only 2 earned from the Hunter Pence error, and a marvelous 12 strikeouts. Looking a little like Max Scherzer if Scherzer ever gave up a hit. So the Giants take game 1 of the series. Game 2 would have Scott Feldman and Tim Hudson on the mound, battling it out. Hudson 4-12 record would not show it. Rusney Castillo, just like in the first game, popping out, not strikeout, but it's still now. Casey McGee over at first would put it away. Not much offense to talk about in this game, as the next batter, Luis Valbuena, on a 1-0 count would ground out. Casey McGee cuts Crawford off. Both have a good arm, but Casey McGee was a little bit closer, so there's 2 gone. Jose Altuve, 2-2 count. Now the Astros wearing their orange uniforms, looks very nice, but it wouldn't help them on this day, as Joe Panic, no lineup changes from the first game, would throw out Altuve. So just like the first game, 1-2-3 inning for the Astros, and Tim Hudson on the Giants pitcher's mound. Let's get a lineup. As I said, no changes, but we'll still check it out. Aoki, Pagan, Posey, Pence, Bell, McGee, Panic, Crawford. Tim Hudson batting 162. Keep that in mind for this game. So now on the mound for the Astros, Scott Feldman, 6-9 this year, 4.24 ERA. Basically just as bad as his partner Dan Straley in game 1. Pick things up. Aoki wouldn't get hit in this at bat, but he would draw a walk. 4-pitch walk, matter of fact, and he would be on first. So Angel Pagan up and on the first pitch of his at bat. Let's see what he'll do. He'll just take a sink ball. Yeah, that's a pitch. A sinker, I believe that what it was. First strike, 1 around the knees on the outside. So an 0-1 count. Angel Pagan gonna match what he did in game 1. And instead of stopping at second, Nori Aoki will go all the way to third. And the runners are on the corners for the Giants, with quickly nobody out here in the first inning. Unfortunately, nothing would happen there. So let's pick things up where the offense gets going after their first hit in the second inning for the Astros. Angel Pagan comes up with a fire to get Chris Carter. Or does he? The umpire says Carter got around Buster Posey's glove, so the run would come in to score. Well, Brandon Crawford didn't like that, so he gets a base hit right here. And now with Tim Hudson up on an 0-0 count, let's see what he can do.
out there on the mound saying, what on earth just happened? He was cruising along and got the first 2 outs in on 2
So congratulations, Mr. Tim Hudson. First home run on the year. Looking like a little Bumgarner out there. That curveball was hung in the perfect spot. Contact swing doesn't matter. He'll get you. And the Giants lead now 2-1 later on in the ballgame. Men on the corners for the Astros. Rusney Castillo strikes at 1 out. So now later on, bases loaded. Jose Altuve, Giants lead 3-1. And Tim Hudson would get out of the jam. Perfect throwing would key that inning. So now Santiago Casilla would come in 3-1 lead. Top 9 just like he did first game, looking to get his second consecutive save. That's a good start. Ground out to Brandon Crawford, and there's 1 gone. So next batter up, I believe, is going to be number 15, I believe that is, Jason Castro. Had the home run in the first game, not here, gonna line out to Norioki, and there's 2 gone. Casilla 1 out away from 2 sweeps, or a sweep against Houston, 2 consecutive saves. He will get it as the batter pops out to McGee just behind third base. And the Giants take 2 of 2 here for the quick interleague matchup between them and the Astros. So after splitting the first series 1-1 in Houston, they take them at home. Even though it might not look like it matters here on paper or in the division, trust me, this momentum will help them. Tim Hudson, your player of the game, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and a slew of strikeouts, just like his teammate over there. In game 1 for Matt Cain, there's the stats: 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Not a slew, but enough for him to work his magic. 1 run allowed. So, coming to the end of this episode, guys, hope you've enjoyed this different style. I'm looking to do this more often. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you feel is necessary. But as always, I'm not going to make you do it. Do whatever you feel is right. So hit that like button. Let's go for 5 likes for more Giants baseball and possibly more sweeps. I'll see you next time, guys.